The shine may be coming off the world's biggest company, Apple. Shares in the technology giant have lost nearly a fifth of their value since hitting an all-time high earlier this year. There's been concern it's overvalued, and now there's uncertainty around its biggest product. Carrington Clark reports.
This year, Apple became the first company to be worth $1 trillion. The secret to that success has been putting iPhones in people's pockets. But suppliers have hinted sales are down, and Apple will no longer release the numbers.
The fact that Apple is hiding this data leads them to assume that there is a dark story there that they don't want analysts to see.
Apple shares are now down for the fifth day in a row. On one day alone, it lost $69 billion. That's more than the market value of NAB. Apple still dominates the smartphone market in Australia, accounting for more than half of all sales.
If the features are much better on the new model, then I'll go for it. Otherwise, probably I'll hang on to my old phone.
The software and the cameras mainly is the reason I update.
Australians generally upgrade their phones once every 2 years, but that time has been increasing.
Consumers are holding on to their phones until something drives them to get a new one. For example, a depleted battery or a cracked screen.
Apple might be king in Australia, but that's not the case globally. Only around 1 out of every 10 phones sold is an iPhone. But Apple still takes the lion's share of the profits, in part because of how expensive its devices are. But Apple isn't alone in falling out of favour. The biggest tech companies in the US are known as the FANG stocks, and their success took the stock market to record highs. But many believe their share prices were overinflated, and all have fallen substantially. Apple is actually down the least.
Of all the technology stocks, it seems that Apple is the safe haven and has profitability, which I think will continue in perpetuity, but I don't think the growth rates of the stock will really increase.
With competitors like Samsung unveiling innovations like foldable screens, the challenge for Apple could get even tougher.